Hi everyone, welcome back to LPB Racing. If you've seen race 3 already, get in your DeLorean, wind back the time, and join us back here for race number 2. Because I've actually found it. It was in my the other section of my showcase gallery. So it's I found it. We've got it. So race 2 coming up for you now. If you watch, like I said, if you watch race 3, turn back the time. Let's go through the grid for this race. And based on the result of race 1. So it is Anime Josh on pole position, and then it's Bidster alongside. Third on the grid is Neil Farmack. Fourth is Keith, and then it's TY back there, and then it's Rodders, and then we have Wayne in the banana boat. Then we have Pash in the Continental car, and at the back we have Nifty, who struggled a lot in that race number 1. So let's get on with the race then. Here we go. So the lights on. Ready for race 2. Let's see who gets the best start. And away we go for race 2 at Laguna Seca. Lots of wheel spin there from the front too. Looks like we've got Wayne making a move back there on Pash. We're trying to get past TY. And into the first corner. Bit of contact mid there with Rods making a bit of contact there, but we're all good. Everyone's safer through turn 1. In towards turn 2. There goes Anime's lost out to Keith. Oh, there's contact there between Anime and Keith. We saw Keith go off the road there. I think he's rejoined. But we're all through the next corner. TY there defending from Wayne. And Wayne dives across the front into the braking zone. Ultra aggressive on this first lap from Wayne as Keith back there rejoins in 9th place. So up the hill. Oh, Anime's pulling off. There's Anime's pulling off. I think he's had to pull over for some reason. I don't know. Or he's letting Keith go back through for some reason. Yeah, he's letting Keith go back through. So he's realised that he's done some wrong there, and there's been some talk, and he's let Keith go back through. So there must have been contact there on that first lap. So good of Anime to do that. Very honourable indeed. As Bidster goes off the road there, just feeling the pressure from Neil Farmack already into the last corner. And Neil Farmack right up the back end of Bidster as Pash there defends from Nifty into the last corner. Nifty now gets the run out the corner, and so does Anime on Keith. Let's watch these battles then into the first corner. Neil up the inside for the lead. Neil gets the lead off Bidster. Bidster's going to try and fight back, but further back. The Nifty didn't get past Pash either, but Neil Farmack is in the lead. Bidster could not hold on. Neil Farmack takes the lead of the race. Further back, and Anime did not get past Keith. Keith still stays ahead. Sorry, we're jumping around a lot. There's just a lot happening at once here in this 9-car grid. So back to the leaders then. Neil Farmack and Bidster fighting it out up the hill. Bidster looks up the inside and just making himself wide in the mirrors of Neil Farmack. Remember, identical machinery, all running on soft tyres, all with the fuel on. Obviously, you don't have to worry about the fuel in these first 2 sprint races. In race 3, in the long race, you will probably go through the full tank. You just have to watch towards the end in case the fuel is an issue, but it shouldn't be. It's been calculated that it should be doable without a pit stop. But Bidster goes through. Neil, for some reason, slow out the previous corner there, and Bidster goes through. So I don't know what was up in Neil Farmack's car there, or whether he let him through, but I don't think Neil will let him through. But Neil's right on the back of him now anyway. And meanwhile, Rods is under attack from Wayne as Bidster's under attack from Neil Farmack. Let's stick with this battle into the first corner. Neil Farmack on the outside, Bidster defends the inside, holds the line, no way through. Meanwhile, Rods under attack from Wayne and holds the position in 3rd place from Wayne in 4th. Nifty 5th. Nifty ahead of Pash now. Nifty having a much better race this time after spinning at this corner in race 1 and doing a lot better. Pash with the back of the car stepping out here. This Supra, obviously not easy to put the power down. Remember, this race was actually done about a year ago, or just over a year ago. So it's been a while since this race was done. As TY goes off in the background there. TY's had a major off. He's gone right back. So TY's had some issues. That is Pash and Keith side by side as Keith gives in to Pash into the corner and takes himself off the road as well. But he's rejoined. Anime will now come up the hill and try and attack into the corkscrew. Goes to the right, no way through there, has to back off, and into the corkscrew they go. And Anime goes down the inside into the long left-hander. There's contact again. These two can't stop hitting each other. As then Josh eventually goes through. And Josh, who's known as Anime, goes through into 6th place. Meanwhile, it's now a 3-car train for 2nd place, obviously, because we there was an instant. Oh, Neil Farmack's gone back. Neil Farmack's had an off. We've missed lots of stuff there. I don't know what's happened to Neil Farmack, but something's happened. So let's remember where we are at 4 minute 32 on the bottom left. Let's have a little look back and see what happened to Neil Farmack for him to go back. Oh, I just lost it out of the corkscrew. That's what happened to Neil Farmack. He just lost it out of the corkscrew and he's now buried in the wall. Now he's going to try and reverse, keeping it close to the wall to try not to impede other people. He's going to reverse again and then finally gets the car back going again. As TY has his spin, so that's what caused TY to spin, is he just spun out the corkscrew as well and then still can't get the car doing what he wants and has to let Neil Farmack through. But TY and Neil then with some major issues there. So let's get, obviously now we're more or less back on where we were now on the time. So let's watch this into the first corner then. He's back on time with Rods being attacked on the inside by Wayne, who goes straight through into 2nd place. There's a bit of a twitch there from Rods out the corner and Nifty's now looking at the inside, but there's no way through. Nifty Dark Ninja also in the purple car with the purple lap. 1 minute 20.983 from him. Brilliant race so far, absolute chaos in this 2nd race. We haven't even got to race 3 yet, or you should have turned your time back. You know, if you've hopped in your DeLorean and put your time back and gone back into the past, you should not know the result of race 3. But you know, anyway, Nifty up the hill. Good run on Rods there up the hill. Straight through into the goal. He's outbraked himself. He's outbraked himself. He was going in way too hot there. He braked way too late. And down to 5th place again he goes, and he's back with Pash. So meanwhile in the background, Anime and Keith having a right battle of it, sliding around all over the place is Anime. And Keith on the inside. Both cars into the last corner and Anime runs a bit wide, gets a bit twitchy and also ahead. Pash and Nifty are still side by side. Meanwhile up front, Bidster still in the lead, 121.8 last time round. Wayne 22.4, 24 for Rods, and then Pash holds off Nifty. He made that mistake last time round. The corkscrew where he outbraked himself trying to get 3rd place. Round the right-hander onto the back straight. I call it the back straight, but you know, it's a nice little straight area. Pash turned into the corner a bit earlier just to defend that inside line, just to make sure Nifty's not going to show his nose at the last minute, which he is doing up the hill, but now tucks in again just making himself visible in the mirrors of Pash. As we go up the hill now towards the corkscrew, this is where Nifty outbraked himself last time. This time Pash is on the inside though, so Nifty's got the ideal line. Pash breaks there. Oh, Pash now does it. Nifty's passed it on to Pash, and Pash runs wide. Nifty goes through. He's on the dust trying to give cars room. Keith goes through into 5th place, and he slots in between Keith and Anime in 6th place. Meanwhile, at the back, Neil Farmack and TY having a nice battle at the rear of the grid. Not where they should be really, but TY having handling problems just like race 1. And Neil Farmack, obviously that mistake he made earlier, and he still can't quite get rid of TY yet. So meanwhile, back in that mid-pack into turn 1, Keith now has got to look in his mirrors because he's got Pash behind him, while also trying to go forward. Personal best lap of the race for Keith there, 21.6. Let's look through all the lap times and see what people are doing. We've got Bidster on a 21.0 out front, 21.3 for Wayne, 21.7 for Rods, and then last time round Nifty on a 22.5, still trying to get those lap times back up and running from those mistakes earlier. Keith 21.6, 23.7 for Pash, obviously battling there. Obviously Anime is now on the inside, and Anime going down the inside into the fast left-hander and slides through on the inside. Brilliant stuff from both drivers there to give room as Anime goes through into 6th place. Oh, Pash outbrakes himself and hits the back of Anime, who has to straight line the corner. Don't think Pash intended to do that, but just missing his braking point there. I'm sure Josh will be all right. He'll keep his head. He'll get his head down and try and do what he can. Meanwhile, TY and Neil. TY is now ahead of Neil Farmack. Neil Farmack goes to the back of the grid, still not being able to get the car to do what he wants. Same story with TY. Meanwhile, looks like we've got a battle brewing for second place. Wayne on a 23.1 last time round, so a lot slower than the usual 20s to 21 paces. 21 second lap, 1 minute 21 laps, and 21.9 for Rodders last time round, so several seconds quicker. So that's a little battle that's brewing there as Nifty goes purple. 120.902 for Nifty Dark Ninja. The purple car goes purple again. Looks like he's finally got a mixture of chocolate that he likes, and got the right chocolate ratio, and now getting his foot down, just skimming over that dust up there as the Rod's at the top of the hill. I thought we were having a go at Wayne then. The angle of the camera looked a bit off, and Bidster's been closed right in by Wayne, so Bidster making mistakes. He's gone round. Bidster full 360 and a bit more as well, taking too much of the curbs, taking too much risk with those curbs, and makes a mistake, and right back down the order goes Bidster, back down to 7th place. So Bidster then out, so Neil's done it, Bidster's done it. Whoever takes the lead of this race ends up having an incident, so Wayne's turn next theoretically, but we'll see how it goes. But the banana boat of Wayne leads the race with Pac-Man on the back, and Rod's in second place, Rodders in second, Nifty third now. We've been promoted up to third place after the other people's incidents, and just trying to keep it consistent. And Keith holding fourth place with Anime and Pash and Bidster behind him. So he's got a bit of a train behind him now. He's holding it off well as Anime goes wide, follows Keith's line, and Pash goes through on that side. He said he already committed to that side, and Pash goes through into and then goes over the curb, and Anime says thank you very much, I'll take that back. And yeah, these sausage curbs absolutely causing the drivers some grief, especially if you take them, if you hit them at the wrong angle. If you hit them at the wrong angle and they lift the front end of the car up, obviously the front end of the car lifts up, you steer the car with the front, obviously if the front end's not touching the ground, you're not going to turn. And it'll help make the car go straight on, and by the time you hit the ground, you're still turning, and it basically jolts the car into a slide, and then usually end up in a wall or some gravel or a bit of sand or something, or end up spinning around and looking like a fool. But that's usually what happens. But yeah, the sausage curbs, I personally think they're very dangerous on a lot of tracks. They shouldn't be there. Meanwhile, Nifty's now in second place, and Rods goes down a third. So Nifty moves up to second place then, making amends for race one where he spun and had almost got lapped. In fact, I think he did get lapped almost in the end. And Nifty then up to second place, redeeming himself quite well here. There's Keith, Anime, Pash, Bidster, all in a line. 7, 6, 5 and 4 all together. Purple for Bidster that time around. TY 120.5. TY's got the pace in that car, but he just can't get the car to be consistent for him, as you can see there by the massive slide. Bidster on the back of Pash, Anime on the back of Rodders, and not too much of a gap between the lead and 7th place, to be honest. Probably only about 5 seconds or so. Well, so Bidster up the hill, he's having a look at Pash. He's going to go for it down the inside now. He chooses to wait it out, as Anime has a bit of lag there, or goes a bit wide, whichever one. I think it's just a little bit low. Yep, he's lagging quite a bit, unfortunately. Sometimes Anime has to get the internet off his Wi-Fi. Sometimes doesn't work. Sometimes so you have to get it off his phone and use it as a hotspot. So it's okay, but not ideal. This were about a year ago. So onto the back, onto the front straight then, as Bidster gets a good one on Pash, but Pash still on the correct side of the road to defend. Meanwhile, ahead Keith in 4th place, down towards turn 1. Anime doesn't go for the lunge, but meanwhile, Bidster on the inside of Pash goes through in the 6th place. Pash trying to go around the outside, but that's not going to work. Bidster holds the position and takes it. So 6th place for Bids, trying to get as close to them sausage curbs as he possibly can without hitting them now. So, and purple he goes. That's better. Avoid the sausage curves bids and you'll be much better off. Keith, 4th place. Again doing well. Up the hill, and now we've got the leader Wayne there. 22.4 last time round, 21.8 for Nifty, 21.9 for Rodders, 21.6 for Keith, and 21.1 for Anime. Literally quicker as you go down the order. So this is going to be quite a tight finish. I mean, we've still got another just over 4 or 5 laps to go. It's still any one of these 9 drivers could win this race if anyone takes each other off or whatever happens. And there's Keith brakes there and Anime runs into the back of him and it makes his car stop as he hits the back of the car, across the line. And Nifty now looking to get the lead off Wayne. Wayne's having to defend now. Wayne has got to stick these elbows out and defend like hell. Nifty on the gravel on the way out, still kicking up the dust. There's Keith defending from Anime. Nifty Dark Ninja looking for the win to make the ultimate redemption from race number 1, where he almost got he got lapped and he went quite a bit down the order. He didn't have a good race at all, and it just so suddenly seemed to click in this race for him. All the anger from race 1's coming out in this race as he looks to try and get through, as Anime has a little look at Keith there, and that put Keith off. And Anime's gone with him though, but Keith spins the car. Anime keeps it going. Keith spins the car, goes right down to almost the back end of the field. He's down in 8th place. Neil Farmack's gone a bit further back, so he can't catch him. Anime's slotted in between Pash and TY, the 2 orange cars. So all change again, except for the front 3, which are still Wayne, Nifty, and Rodders. We'll start calling Rodders because that's what I'm used to. Obviously the nicknames on Gran Turismo are on there, but I'm going to start just calling them by the actual names I'm used to. So that's Wayne, Nifty, Rodders, Bidster, Pash, Josh, TY, Keith, and Neil Farmack at the back of the grid. Now let's get back to this front battle, because this is all hands on deck now for the top 8 drivers who could still win this race. Neil could if he gets a bit further onto the pack, because anything can happen in motorsport. There's Bidster in 4th, Anime 5th, Pash trying to keep on the back of him, try and use Anime to pull him up, because Anime's got a bit more pace, I think, just making those mistakes every so often. TY finally closing up and getting used to the car, but it's a bit late in the race now for that. But you know, never say never. Someone's kicked up the dust further ahead, but I think we're okay. Nifty now having another look at Wayne for the lead into the corkscrew. Wayne and Bidster, 2 of the best defenders in LPB racing. And Wayne showing his stuff here, absolutely making that Supra as wide as he possibly can to not let the chocolate factory through. Into the last corner and out of it. These cars, GT3 cars, so obviously the number 1 on Wayne's car for number 1 leading the race, number 2 for Nifty, but that could change round in a minute. Nifty's having a look. Wayne defends the inside of the line again, into the first corner, defends nicely and leaves Nifty no way, sits on the racing line, and there is no way through for Nifty Dark Ninja this time round. And again Wayne defends, but while defending he's good and keeps in position. It means that everyone else stacks up behind, and I suppose that's what he wants in theory, because he wants more pressure to be put on Nifty so it takes pressure off him. So good thinking this by Wayne, and Rodders and Bidster are closing up now. To the left-hander, Bidster closing up on the back of this train as well. Anime there pulling away from Pash pulling away from TY, Keith back there in 8th place, and Neil just not really, not quite caught the group yet. So meanwhile at the front, the battle for the lead rages on. Wayne still defends from Nifty into the corkscrew, no way through. Down the hill we go. Long radius, left-hander, lots of pressure on that front right tyre. And down towards the last corner. And Bidster dive down the inside of Rodders for 3rd place. No contact either, and straight through, and now Wayne goes straight to the inside of the track to try and lose the draft and take the shortest route round. Bidster, that means he's in the draft. I think he tapped the wall there on the pit straight, so he's trying to use all the inside he could. Now dives to get into the first corner, and through he goes on Rodders to take third place. Bidster moves up. And all's well so far. A little bit more of a gap now between Wayne and Nifty this time. Nifty goes a bit wide out of that corner, which means he's going to have more of bids to watch out for than attacking Wayne. You can see there, slightly on the defence, half a car across the track to try and defend. As Bidster gets a good run, he's going to go alongside. No, he's not yet. Time and a place. And out of the fast left-hand corner, I think Nifty got a better run than Bids there, and Bids is now in the hands of Rodders. No way through. Anime wide in the background. There he goes, making a mistake at the corkscrew and loses a load of time there. So he's lost the front group from that as TY's ahead of Pash now. TY on the move, ahead of Pash. Meanwhile, back at the front. Oh, Bidster runs wide. Bidster runs wide. Back down to fourth place he goes. So Bidster just trying too hard in this race, making mistakes. Not like Bidster at all, but making mistakes everywhere as TY gets an absolute squirm on, trying to get the power on. So, last lap of this race then, Wayne in the lead, Nifty in second. Nifty's closing on the banana boat. Cadbury's versus chocolate versus bananas, fruit versus chocolate. If I had to pick one in real life, it would be definitely the chocolate, but very good racing so far. I'm surprised Wayne's not been doing the Mario Kart moves yet, but there's still time. Still keeping that gap good. Bidster's off again. What is he doing? Absolutely off the track again. And now Anime goes through. So Josh Anime goes through into fourth place. Bidster will be absolutely spitting feathers after this. Wayne leads. Nifty second. Rodders still third. Anime and Bidster now up the hill. Is Bidster going to have a go at Anime? Is Anime going to have to defend here for fourth place? Nope, no way through for Bidster. Holding position. Last few corners now, and Wayne is defending from Nifty. Nifty's going to give it a go if he can. But Wayne's going to have to make that car as wide as possible. Doesn't have to defend too much into the last corner. He's got a good gap. And he's going to take the win, I think, as we get everyone else through the last corner. And Wayne's going to win it. Wayne's going to win. Wayne wins from Nifty in second place. Third for Rodders, just on the line from Anime. Bidster in fifth, TY in sixth, seventh for Pash, and then it's Neil Farmack in eighth and Keith in ninth. As quick as that for every single finisher on the grid. Absolutely incredible stuff there by everyone. Let's see Keith go across the line there, takes the checkered flag. An epic job there. Neil got the place in the end, Keith went backwards. But absolutely brilliant racing there, and Wayne there in the middle in that banana boat takes the win from Nifty in second. You see the 2 dots on his car, and then third was Rodders. Absolutely incredible racing there, and that's hopefully what we're going to see for most of the rest of the season, which the next race will be race 3 from Laguna Seca. So remember, getting your time travel machine and go and see that one if you've not already seen it, and it's already up on the channel. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, guys, to the channel, and we will see you next time. Take care, guys.